gold and 15-minute time frame. So here was my yesterday trade, but let's zoom out and let's go back somewhere. Let's talk about, for example, this. It's a long what I have here and why I was taking that. So first of all, if you zoom a little bit out, when we see the previous touch here, we already know this line, the major, the blue line here, is already pushing higher. So the meaning is when the price is coming back after what was happened here in the future, when the price is coming back, we want to see the principle, what is retesting that area and get the bullish energy inside. So now we see how since here, when we have the principle and retest pattern here, is going bounce, 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 bounce all the way to touching our zone. So let's zoom in, and what is the first rejection or the information what we gather there. So we have bounced the touch, and the next candlestick is what? Just for a candlestick we have engulfing candlestick, what is bullishized. And if we're gonna zoom in a little bit, we can see same time we break the high too. Again, a little bit more positive. And if you look in the candlestick pattern, it is the bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. So basically we have right now one touch, what is the major principle here. We have like one element what is pushing higher. The second one what we have is bullish engulfing candlestick. The third one what we have is bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. And what is the next behavior? The price is going all the way up, 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 and now we break our previous rejection high. Same time we close candlestick body pretty equally in that area. So we have breaking our previous rejection high, and same time we break the structure higher. So we have right now 5 elements in that moment what is tell us it's bullish sign. 1, 2, 3, they're all going upside. So one thing how to now enter is, because we break the highs, the pullback is coming, so we can use the Fibonacci tool here. And in that moment you're gonna be patient. Ding, 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 ding. Now the price is touching the 618, and we have another bullish engulfing candlestick there. And what is going higher, higher, higher. Why I was taking the trades, I was looking the Fibonacci too. For example, the Fibonacci entry, if you enter right now with the Fibonacci confirmation, you have 6 elements what is pushing all higher, and they're all right now supporting your thoughts if you want to buy in that moment here. But why my entry was the microstructure, because it's very beautiful, and you can see here when we zoom a little bit in. So what was happened, this microstructure high here, we have bullish engulfing candlestick, and now the first time when the candlestick body is close above this high, and what has happened, we break above it, we retest it and start going higher, and at the same time when it was going higher we break rejection high and structure. So for me this is equilibrium, and I'm gonna wait the retest, and that's gonna be my entry here. Stop loss major, and then take profits all the way to the next major zone. And already here we already know, because it didn't happen here, so we know the same principle is playing for the future too. So that's our next movement. So now you have your entry, and you have nothing else to do, because it's only 2 things can happen: your take profits or your stop loss. So if you enter to your normal days, sorry, to to your normal things, what you're gonna do in daytime. Read a book, do exercise, meditate, do some yoga. It's all what you want to do. But overall, if you're here, and for example, what was happened next, you can see here how the price is going, bounce back to the equal highs, pull back, now we have the weekend gap here. So when the price is opening now in Monday morning, so the meaning behind that gap is we have to hold it, because first of all we have to hold it because we are in long, so we want to see we're gonna hold that holder. Otherwise, when the prices wanna close under here, it's not very healthy anymore to us, because price can easily go back here, all the way here, and then playing around and make the same movement again. But you know, it's a huge manipulation movement. But in that case, we have holder here. You can see we have nice holder here to hold this, and we have 1 touch and 2 touch, and then we have break, retest, and you bam, straight over day profit, beautifully. So we have nice pattern here, and for overall, if you're entering here, what is supporting us more is the pattern here. We have a W pattern with nice break, retest, and going higher. You can see here. So overall, we have already +1 element. We have this pattern, and then midway we have another strong bullish pattern to keep holding your position. Like all those elements are supporting right now to keep holding your position, because it's gonna go that direction. And then here was my next trade. So why I was taking that, let's zoom in. The same thing what I was telling you previously, we still have the same principle here. Here we disrespect that principle, but whenever the price is back in the same place in the future, that's the first thing what we have to do overall anyway. And here we can see we have breaking structure, and ding ding ding, we have the retest. If you enter already here from the retest, all your positions will be still open and you hit your take profit. I was just a little bit more patient because we have pretty strong movement here, and overall we can still bounce those lows or those lows. So it's just me and my own mind, so I'm a little bit more patient in that case. But I was looking that, and that was the place where I was looking, we don't want to break this one here, because that's the last point of the principle of the retest. But overall, when the price was going bounce and bounce and bounce, and price was somewhere here, I was seeing that pattern, and the pattern is bullish because it is going higher. It's a bullish pattern, it's a continuation pattern. Ding ding ding, it's going above it. We have a nice retest here, and it's starting going higher. So here was my entry, stop loss lows, and take profit is same, the next major area. Exactly the same take profit here, and same take profit here, the next major area. And like you see, we have the same principle already waiting here. But what was happening next time? So after that take profit, we have principle break, retest, and start going higher. But look at here, let's zoom in the details. So we have break here, ding 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 ding, and look at the retest. We have one impulse candlestick closing all the way under the major zone. Next thing, huge rejection close under again. Then we have, nice thing there, and then bam, impulse, strong. For me, I'm gonna just be patient, and when I see the opportunity, I'm gonna take it. But right now, ding ding ding, price is still going. I didn't see anything. So now I changed the same principle here, because we bounce all the way this high. So when I wanna look now more buys, it's gonna be the same principle here. I just move one level higher because we have this rejection high, very impulsive. So when I wanna buy, it's not anymore here, it has to be above this area. So let's look, ding 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 ding, when the price is going. And now here was my actually sell opportunity, because if you look in the same principle, that's what we're looking. So what was happening now here? So when the price was touching that zone, what is the next behavior? All the impulse, and where we close this candlestick, all the way down here. Pomaki. It was just that punch here, what we get to that zone, where was the only opportunity to jump in the buyers, gets so much disrespected. Pomaki, huge movement, and we close under the holder. What we have in that case, we have principle, same principle what is up here, but just opposite side. Break, retest, and going back to the major zone. So we have break, retest was my entry, stop loss was my major zone, and ding 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 ding. So we have a bunch of more retests here, and then we complete the whole movement. And that was the last trade what I was taking before yesterday buy. That was the last trade, because I didn't trade here all this way, all the way up. I didn't trade it. It wasn't even possible to trade, because I wasn't behind the computer. But look at how we complete this movement, because it's beautiful. Here we have entry points, so we have bunch of noise here. Nothing bunch of noise, but here what we have massive W pattern, huge W pattern. Look at that, how we fail it. So now, because W pattern is a bullish pattern, so we have to go above this area, retest, and start going higher. But look at what's happened here, like how we fail W pattern inside the W pattern, and pomaki down. How is that even possible? Like the last leg of the W pattern, the developmenting W pattern was failing, and we failed again with the W pattern and do the TP. How beautiful is that? It is beautiful. And I have a bunch of more ideas here, more. Like for me, I'm calling this the hanging man. And the meaning is behind that is the, how we call it, pull up. You know, if you want to do the muscle up, first you're hanging and then you pull yourself all the way up. So now if you imagine you're holding your hands here and you're holding your hands here, and that's your body, and you want to bring this all body weight above this area, opposite sides. What is happening here? So now all this body weight is bum up here inside the box. We was talking about that months and months ago, inside the box. And now all this body weight is bum above here. And what is the principle is break, retest, and start going higher. So we have break, we have super nice retest, and starting going higher. And that's how we call it. I don't know what is even the original name, but I like call it the hanging man. That's exactly like it is. It's beautiful. But overall, for example, if you wanna, for example, if somebody buys inside here, like this area was super good buys, because we have exactly the same principle why I was taking the first buy here. Because remember, what was happening here. So first we created, so we create this, the line here, the blue line, we created here, and what was happening now? So we retested, and the price was now more stronger to go higher. Here is exactly the same thing. We break above it, and now in the future we retest it again, and the price is again much more powerful to go higher. Exactly what was happening in the first place. So here you have super nice opportunity to buy the break and retest, stop loss, box low, and take profit. Is that very beautiful buy. So here we have the principle now. So now we have the super nice clean break here, but no retest. So the meaning is it is very motivated to go higher, and you can see we have the same continuation pattern what was here, the same pattern what we're talking about here. You can see we bounce. Now we have the break and retest principle. We have exactly the same pattern now. This one here, we have break and retest principle. You can see here nicely even more how this body weight is right now above this area, but in here the whole body weight is below this area. So look at how it planes there, but they both was doing the same thing because the principle is break and retest. And that was already all-time high, yes? Yeah, that was all-time high. Or no, sorry, all-time high. Where is all-time high? This one here. Yeah, still it was right place. Yeah, break and retest was all-time high, and then this one, very beautiful. So now we create our first major here because we are all-time high, and that's our first major low what is pushing higher, and that's the major. So inside here we have minor and micro. I just take it all in and just make it one, but those both zones are right now pushing higher. But what was happening here in the principles? Beautiful movements. We can see here between those where was the opportunity and the principle. You can see the price is stuck here, but what the price is making very beautiful pattern. So we have break, retest, and then go down. Very beautiful pattern, bearish pattern, and there was, here is a bullish principle. But let's go in the ding all the way here. Actually, we can talk about too. First of all, we complete that pattern overall because that pattern, your take profit was back in those lows. So we can't complete that pattern. What is actually even more beautiful. But let's go. Bunch of noise, and now we have 618 retest. Price is going back. But what we doing now? That's one of the beautiful things what you can see. Previously we have M pattern. Now we have a W pattern. So we have a W pattern here. So what is the principle? Break and retest. But look at how this price action is going. We have the W pattern inside here. So we have a break. And now when the price is retesting, like, look at that. We retesting with W pattern again. What? It's blowing my mind. Like this retest, the principle retest, was another W pattern. How beautiful is that, boys? Like you have, here is the full one. It's beautiful. So the other retest down here was retesting the previous neckline of the W or W high. What? And you have the principle break and retest of the W2, and you have another one here too. Like you can see here, we have W. So W principle is break, retest, and going higher, and we did it beautifully. And here is the same thing. You have a W, and the principle is break and retest. Ooh. And we did it. Like we complete those two patterns so beautifully, and overall the retest was the structure retest to go higher. It's so beautiful, very beautiful, especially because that M pattern was previously stuck in that zone and creating that zone to push down, but now the price was going above it. We have the 618 retest, and now we create the W pattern what is pushing higher, but we both side was completing the principle, what is amazing, super amazing. Inside here, massive yin yang, beautiful, super beautiful. And then price is doing their own thing, ding, 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 ding. And that was my yesterday buy here. Again, we have the same principle now here, because that's exactly the same thing. What is here? In here, that's the same thing. It's stuck here, and you have a principle, and the principle was completed. You can see it's down, down. Beautiful, just beautiful. I found something here. It's bouncing the relationship 618 and the 618. So 618, 618, 618, 618, 618, ooh. 618, 618. 618 failing, but they're still going with the 618, 618. And here is the maybe this wasn't 618. Still it is still 618. I was like, what's going on? Like, I see so many 618s, like how they all respecting each other. Is going, bouncing, changing. It is beautiful. Like, we have the structure energy and we have the natural energy. What is the 618? And when the 618 is supporting the structure energy, there is something magical happen, because it's very strong movements. Like for here you have pattern principle done, and then you have the natural energy, and then it break. And the same place where was the previous push of the structure energy create this high here, and when we break this high, and in the future we're gonna retest the same zone opposite side, and it is again the 618. So is this 618, what is the natural energy? This 618, what is the natural energy? But here is the structure energy. Where's the next? And this is the next structure energy. Like, again, there is some yin and yang going on here, like very strong. And it's going again here. Like I said, boys, I'm learning every single day too. More likely the details and everything, and the relationship between all those different energies and the people minds, and then looking patterns and what is going on here, because all those patterns, they are everywhere all the time. And the same principles happening all the time. Like this one here, again you have that's the principle, and that's the structure. Again, here you have the same thing. You have a structure energy what is pushing highs. Ding ding. Then you have a 618 retest what is gonna break the structure all the way up here. And now we're gonna retest it, the structure energy with the 618 again. Exactly the same thing. What is here? The same thing happened here, and the same thing happened here. You can see here you have 618. The 618 was breaking the structure, and then you have the 618 to the highs, and you have another 618 here. There is something very deeply connected there, but I have to start developing that. But that's something what I'm seeing, a relationship between the structure energy and the natural energy. Overall, it looks beautiful. Harmony is there, flow is there, language is there, explanations are there, and it's pretty good. Well, I'm gonna finish today. If you have some questions, leave comments, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Thank you and ciao.